Okay, let's start in standing today. Bring your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your belly, and come to that breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I heard somebody talk about fear the other day. And it was actually a podcast with Elena Brower. She's a really good yoga instructor. She has awesome podcasts. And I was listening to one of them, and she talked about how in the morning, every morning, she feels fear. And I really related that to that because I feel fear a lot and I deal with fear a lot. And so she said that the way that she handles fear in the morning is to put her heart over her left hand over her heart, and her right hand actually held her forehead. She just placed it over her forehead. And I love placing my right hand on my belly just because I love feeling that air come in and out of my belly, and to just expand that feels so nice. So wherever you want to place your hand today, go there and just feel all the emotions that we feel as humans, that sometimes we just hate that we feel that way. You know, like anxiety, depression, and fear all just come to my mind right away. But there's so many others. And sometimes we literally have to just hold ourselves in with our hands and feel that and go there for a minute and realize that we are still living and we're still here and we're still human and we're still going to feel those things. And that's beautiful and it's okay. And like we were talking about yesterday, to inhale that and exhale that and just start with our breath. There are so many things that happen when we start with our breath, which is why in yoga we always just come and start with our breath. So today we're also going to start, as we kind of warm up that body, we're going to come into our vinyasa flow. Do you guys remember that? That's our sequence of yoga poses. So as we come here, we're going to reach our hands all the way up. Inhale here. Exhale, swan dive back to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those palms on the ground. Inhale here. As you shift your weight and come onto your toes, and exhale, come back into a high plank. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, engage the core, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Okay, today we're just going to talk about 2 Nephi chapter 9. It's kind of a long chapter, so we're going to get into that one a little bit. And all of it is mostly about the second coming and God versus Satan and what we're kind of learning about that. From here, really fast, we're just going to make sure your feet are hip-width distance apart. And from here, we're going to come into a revolved downward dog. So we're going to take our right hand and twist it back to our left ankle. It takes some balance, it takes some core work. And my left hand keeps sliding forward. I don't have my mat today or yesterday. I need to go get that. Breathe here. Inhale, come back up. Stretch into downward dog. Now we're going to take our left hand, stretch it over to our right ankle. And just feel that stretch for a minute. Come back into downward dog. Now we're going to take our right leg and we're going to bend the knee and place it over the knee of our left leg, still in downward dog. So you should feel that stretch in that straight leg, that left leg. And again, this bent knee is not, or bent leg is not resting on that knee.
We're using our core and lifting it in towards our navel or our belly button. And we're just kind of floating it right there. So you're going to feel some arm strength. Take a couple breaths. And inhale, come back to downward dog, other side, left leg, bend it and come over that right leg. So in chapter 9, we're talking a lot about the second coming. And I wanted to point out here, moving ahead, that I believe this is still Jacob talking, but moving ahead, we're going to go into verse 17. Come back into downward dog, inhale here, take a couple breaths. Okay, now from here, we're going to bring our left leg in between both of our hands. And our right foot is going to face forward. Our left foot is going to face forward. And we're just going to bring our upper body up. We're going to come into triangle pose. So from here, bring your hips down, and energetically, we're just reaching all the way forward and then down. And just come into this. Bring your arms out, stretched in front of you, and gaze down. So the O's, chapter 17, it starts with, oh, the greatness and the justice of our God. And in the margins right here, I wrote O's equals God. And then, so chapter 17, oh, the greatness. Chapter 19, oh, the greatness of the mercy of our God. 20, oh, how great the holiness of our God. And then you even see some O's. Let's see, where is it? In chapter, 40, oh, my beloved brethren, give ear to my words. And then 44, oh, my beloved brethren, oh, remember my words. So, and then even again in 46, oh, Lord God Almighty. So all these O's are referring to God. Place your palms back down. Switch legs. Bring that left leg back, right leg up. Both toes are facing forward. Bring your upper body all the way up with control and with your breath. Inhale here and exhale, come back down. Forward and down. And then, in verse 27, it starts saying, woe, but woe unto him who has the law given. Yea, he has all the commandments of God, but he has transgresseth. And then 30, but woe unto the rich. So woe is equal to the devil or Satan. Woe unto the rich who are rich for the things of the world. 31, woe unto the deaf, they will not hear. 32, woe unto the blind, that they will not see. Woe unto the uncircumcised of heart. 34, woe unto the liar. 35, woe unto the murderer. Woe unto them who commit whoredoms. And you see these. Every time they're talking about Satan, it's woe. And every time they talk about God, it's oh. Which I think is kind of cool. So I have just circled all of those in my scriptures and wrote that down. And then let's place our palms back down, bring that back leg back, come back into downward dog. Left leg we're going to place again into those hands. This time our back foot is going to come out to the side. It's not going to be a 45-degree angle, and it's not facing forward. It's going to come all the way out to the side. So your feet are like at a 90-degree angle. So our left hand is going to be placed on the inside of that left foot, and our arm is going to reach all the way up. Gaze up past those fingertips. And bring that hand down, switching sides from here. Just keep your legs wide. And this time our right leg is going to go forward. Our right toes are going to go forward. Our left toes are going to come out to the side. Right palm on the inside of that right leg and reach all the way up. And bring it back down. From here, bring that right leg back into high plank. We're just going to take a quick vinyasa. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, engage the core, downward facing dog. Last downward dog of the day, so if you need to take any other stretches in that pose, go ahead and do so. If you want to come back down to sitting, that's where I will be. Another thing I noticed in this chapter is verse 44. It says, I pray the God of my salvation that he view me with his all-searching eye. And when I first read that, it brought me back to one of my very favorite institute teachers. And he told us many, many times that it's okay to doubt, and it's okay to search, and it's okay to not know everything and not have all the answers. And so when I read that with an all-searching eye, it just brought me back to that. Tomorrow we will talk about chapter 10. And until then, have a beautiful day today. I'm just going to leave you with the same question as yesterday, which is, as long, since we keep talking about the second coming, as we wait for that to happen, what can we do to strengthen our relationship with Christ and with God? The light in me honors and loves the light within you. Namaste.